Hello Pisces, welcome to your bonus reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If you're watching this reading is meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Tower. All right. It looks like we're changing gears here in life. This is a very abrupt change. The thing about the Tower is that it is always disruptive. It always has a sort of ripple effect. It always has some sort of, collateral damage. It always disrupts our lives. It's always uncomfortable. It's always sort of chaotic and frantic and a lot of energy, right? It's all being released all at once. But the Towers usually lead to more satisfying circumstances in one way or the other, right? But what we have to get through is, of course, the initial sort of shock and this frenetic energy. Okay. This is a lot of change happening all at once. This is an exclamation point on life. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what this Tower is revealing and what is leading us to. All right. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. Oh, Two of Cups. Wow. Well, that's a heck of a discovery, right? Underneath that Tower, through this Tower moment, we're revealing a deeper connection. Maybe this is true love. Maybe out of disaster, you're finding true love, right? Maybe out of what is a very disruptive and challenging change in your life, right? We're really switching gears here. And we're bringing more love in. This could be romantic love. It could be platonic love, divine love, self-love, a feeling of connection, right? Feeling of being in that flow state, that reciprocating energy of life. And maybe this Tower, it's a blessing, right? That's good. Got the Universe, Six of Wands, and you got an Empress card up top, and a Six of Pentacles. Holy that's dang. That's nice. Fire to earth, success, right? Victory and success after calamity, after strife, after big time disruption. This is an exclamation point in life. This is shaking things up big time, but it's shaking things up with love, right? And you're able to create your good life. This is a blessing. But it may not feel like it in the middle of it because it's the Tower. It's a lot of shaking. It's a lot of light and heat, and a lot of flashes, a lot of smoke and, flames and stuff. And it looks like a disastrous card. It looks like, I don't want to be here. This looks like chaos. But as the dust settles out of this chaos, we're finding love, we're finding connection, we're finding what really matters. What you're discovering in all of this tumultuous energy is love. Yeah. And that's good. That's really, really good. And of course, the Universe, going from a cold, empty, indifferent place to now becoming an Empress energy. This is the right thing. This is it too, right? Through this Tower event, we're finding love and joy and connection, and you're going from kind of a lonely, solitary, this is the Universe card. This is very expansive. It's a great big universe out there, right? And it can be a cold and lonely place. We're going from that through the Tower event to our Empress. Now, the Empress, of course, is a universe that is teeming with life and love and connection and beauty and joy and pleasure. Right? Very big difference. Huge contrast between these two. Yeah. And I think horizontally, going from a Six of Wands victory to success, it's kind of, it feels as if this is a disruption. This is something that's interfering with your fire to earth process of manifestation, right? Manifesting your best life. You want to get to this success, you have to go through the tower, find the love. That's going to give you the success. Okay? It feels like an interruption. It feels like something that is coming between your manifestation, the overcoming of your obstacles. This is an obstacle, right? I mean, it is. It's a tower. It's going to be an exclamation point in your life. This is a moment in time you will never forget. Of course, if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. I'll pray that this shifting of gears, this energy shift happens quickly for you, and that things settle down as quickly as possible and we get to the love as quick as we can. That it is the least disruptive as possible, right? Let's put the rest of our cards down on the table. Emperor, Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups. And we've been getting a lot of Libra energy in the readings today. I think everybody needs to go watch the Libra readings. I really do. We have a balance here between Aries and Libra, which are opposite signs on the wheel of the zodiac. And, Pisces, I've been feeling lately, or well, not even lately, for a while now, that you're sort of in this process of evolution where you're becoming more of the Emperor. You're sort of leaning into your Aries energy, because Pisces, you're the last sign on the wheel of the zodiac. What comes next is Aries. So it's kind of like your Pisces and your Aries, you're just sort of blending in with that Aries a little bit. And that's why we got the Emperor as your general energy. And we're taking matters into our own hands. We're taking our lives into our own hands. And of course, the Emperor is the one that knows that sometimes we need some tower events if we're really going to make changes. Sometimes shifting gears, shifting energy, changing gears is a disruptive process. You're going to make an omelet, got to crack a couple eggs, I like it. We're going to select a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here and put the Eight of Tentacles, our little octopus friend, right there on top. Excuse me. We're not going to look at that card until the end. It will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. All right. Let's take a look around the room. We've got our major arcana, good major arcana energies. Transforming a world that is cold and ugly, right? That is indifferent at best, right? And rather lonely, vast, empty, cold. Transforming that life, that world, into a world that is warm, comfortable, loving, nurturing, nourishing, and abundant, and joyful, happy, right? This is it. This is us shifting gears. And this is an intentional thing that we have to will this into action. We have to will this process. Okay? And I think it's an act of love. I think it's an intentional act. And sometimes when an emperor does something like a tower event, it doesn't seem like it's all that great. It's kind of like it's destruction. It looks like chaos and destruction, right? It's done with love. It's done because you want to create a universe that is better, a world that is better, that is teeming with life. So what is that tower event for you? Well, it could be many different things. Okay? It could be changing of a job, changing of a relationship status, right? It could be a breakup. It could be just that kind of, that big unexpected calamity in your life, right? That at first glance, it looks like it is breaking the connection between your fire and earth. Fire and earth is that spiritual, magical, electrical circuit of creation. Will to action impulse to behavior, inspiration to implementation, heaven to earth, right? It's the magic of manifestation. And that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to be creators, trying to create our life. We're trying to have an impulse, and we're trying to materialize it. The tower, in this case, it feels as if it is broken. It's like someone completely severed that electrical circuit, blew up the entire motherboard, right? And so at first, it's going to feel like, oh man, it's going to feel like a disaster. It's going to feel like the worst thing that's ever happened because it's totally severed your will, right? It's totally severed your impulse from the behavior or the idea, the inspiration from its materialization. It's broken the chain, right? But I feel like this is going to realize, or this is going to settle down, and you'll be able to see that from that apparent destruction is sprouting the real joy and beauty and love in your life. Okay? So it really seems like this is a leveling up. This is a major breakthrough for you. It feels like it's a break. It feels like it's a split, like it feels like it's bad, right? But it really is actually very good for you. It's going to lead you to your best life. It's going to allow you to create the life that you really truly want. And that's sort of the emperor has to be in control. It's kind of saying when this tower event hits, the emperor cannot lose their poise. You cannot freak out, you know? Because when we freak out and we start doing a bunch of things that we don't really mean to do, we sort of make it worse. And that could be our Eight of Wands here. If the emperor freaks out and starts running around like a crazy person, you're going to end up making things a lot worse. So it's better that the emperor maintains the poise, the calm, equilibrium, almost a stoic authority as this tower event happens around you. You know, it's going to be hard. It's hard to do that. We all want to freak out. Things are going to be okay. Things are going to be more than okay. Things are going to be better than they were before. So we've got fire. We've got our water. Got a little bit of air. And then we've got our, of course, our earth card, right? And the earth card is what it's all about. The beauty, that's like the diamond that's showing up underneath all the rubble of this tower. Whoa, your best life is emerging from that. The tower is it's kind of like we're happy with the tower. It's sort of blasting away all of these things we don't need in our life anymore. It's blowing up the whole scene, right? And what's left is love. And that love, look, that love is what is connecting you. The tower is a temporary thing. That it's going to be gone. It's going to happen. It's going to settle down. The dust will settle. This is what you're left with. Now, isn't that nice? You can't tell me that ain't good, right? You can't tell me that we're not smiling right now. And that's beautiful. Love is what's going to glue all this together. Love is what is taking you from this cold, empty universe to your best Empress life paradise. Big Rock Candy Mountain. A life that is reciprocating, a life that is comforting and joyous and pleasurable, and it's, you know, and you're feeding that life, and it's feeding you, and it's just, it's beautiful. And then the emperor over here sort of looking up at that empress thinking, I see you. Right? Of course, during the tower, all the emperor can see is the tower, and like that's what we're looking at. But we're doing this, I think that, you see, the tower is sort of an unexpected change. It's something that doesn't really happen intentionally. But I think when we see something starting to happen, the emperor can kind of shift gears and immerse themselves in it, can sort of take charge of it. Take control of this situation so that it does work out in your favor, you know. And that's part of the control of the emperor, that stoic confidence and authority, you know. We're not just freaking out and there's sort of just running around like a chicken with no head. No, we're being very intentional. We're doing what we need to do in this situation in order to bring everything down safely and really achieve the best that this situation is offering us. And I think that it is the very best. It's going to be the best thing that's ever happened to you. Okay, the Six of Wands back here is kind of this, it's usually an idea we have of success, right? And we think of success as just this victory where I've managed to sort of win over something. I've managed to conquer my enemy or defeat my foe. That I've been able to construct the life I want, despite all those forces that are trying to tear me down, right? This is the card that says, it's a victory that I'm just standing here, sort of resisting the force of gravity. I've overcome gravity today. I got out of bed, and so we think of these victories. We think of winning in life as just the ability to sort of resist the opposing forces, But I think what victory really is, and I think what the Six of Wands is really trying to teach us, that victory is a victory over ourselves. That we are engaged with a fight with ourselves, and we have to overcome. We have to be able to control ourselves. We have to be able to see beyond just this very urgent and loud, chaotic moment and see kind of beyond that, right? Because otherwise the Emperor is reacting to a tower event with chaotic response. Okay? So it's very difficult to stay poised in the face of all of this confusion, chaos, disruption. Okay? But you are working toward being a master of yourself. You can control your reactions. You don't have to freak out when you see the tower event start to happen. When all these things start changing in life and life starts really, changing gears on you and the energy is shifting. We can stay in control of ourselves. And that is the victory that you've won. It's a victory over your own reactions. Okay. I think this is really stunning energy for you. We got the Ten of Cups in the position of the obstacle, right? I don't necessarily think it's the position of, I don't look at it as an obstacle to you right now. It kind of feels as if it is, it kind of feels like this is an ideal that we may never believe that is possible to achieve. Right? This is sort of our picture in our head of our perfect life, perfect happiness, a full and rich life. And it's hard to see this. That's why maybe this is the difficulty. It's sort of difficult to see, especially when that tower moment happens and the dust is in the air and, we can't really see very well. It's hard to see how could it possibly be good for me? How could this possibly lead to better things, Well, the one thing that we don't see in this reading is a bunch of swords cards. Because we're not trying to go down that road in our minds. With this tower moment, this tower event, when the energy starts shifting, we're not trying to think about it and say, how could this? Let me reason it out. Let me think about how could this possibly be good for me? Because we're not going to be able to see that Ten of Cups. We're not going to be able to see it. So invoking all those swords cards is really just going to be basically chaotic, and it's just going to cause more sort of psychic entropy. It's just going to bring anxiety, right? Because we're not going to be able to see how things are going to be better. And so we're going to scramble to try to prevent this. We're going to interfere with this. And that, I think, will lead to some more challenging days, you know. So what we need instead is our Knight of Swords that just says, I'm going to swoop in, right? I'm going to swoop in with my clarity, with a clear head, and I'm going to do what I need to do with this situation, trusting that this Ten of Cups is there, even though I can't see it. Can't see it with all the smoke in the air, you know. Clouds our vision a little bit. And so we don't have the Swords cards here because, well, it's a situation we can't really think clearly about. We just have to decide to engage with this. And the Emperor is kind of just really trusting in spirit that things are going to work out for the very best. You know? And I really think that's what's going to happen. This Ten of Cups is there. It's just in an awkward position, right? That we can't see it through all of this, through the Eight of Wands. We can't see it through all of this really quick activity. And we have a Tower and an Eight of Wands. It's very quick, very abrupt energy shift in your life right now. And it's difficult to see through that and reason ourselves through to that Ten of Cups. Better for us to just act based on our own energy, our own spirit, our own virtue. Not react, but respond. Respond to the situation as it is so that we can help to ensure that that Ten of Cups is going to materialize as quickly as possible, right? I think this is very, very good energy for you. And I like that the Six of Pentacles is here. It looks like this light at the end of the tunnel. It looks like, this looks like kind of a bright and shining star. It's something that's really, really glimmering, right? Underneath all of this activity, it's just kind of like, yeah, your best life is here. The success really is here. It may seem as if this is a disaster. Maybe it's some business plan that you have and there's just the energy shift, this Tower moment, and just think, oh, it's ruined. No. Look, keep looking. Keep responding to this situation. Stay in the game. And you're going to see that light starting to shine. As the dust settles, you're going to see this and you think, wow, it's still there. It's beautiful, right? It's like you've blown up the side of a mountain, and inside that mountain is that diamond. And this is just, you know, we thought it was over. We thought this was the destruction of your plans. Yeah. A really blessing in disguise kind of situation. Okay. I want to look at our mystery card. Yeah, let's just get this on the table and see what we're dealing with here. A lot of really good energy. Really good energy. We got to be careful with the Eight of Wands, though. Okay, because when we start sort of interfering with the process, this is a card of reaction, right, rather than response. And then the Emperor is going to respond to this situation with confidence. Let's look at this mystery card. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. The world again. The world. Changing our world. Right? We're going from one world to another world. You're kind of jumping timelines here. This is a leveling up. You're breaking through the ceiling, and then you get into another realm, another world, another universe is opening up to you. Yeah. A universe that's full of love and joy and satisfaction and success and beauty and bliss. And this is really good. I feel like you are definitely leveling up. Yeah. You're definitely kind of like, you're jumping to a new dimension here. Okay? And the world as it once was, the way it felt, the way it looked, that's done. Your world is different now. You're creating a new world for yourself. You're sort of you're being blasted into a new world. And this is very intense, and it's going to be perhaps a little scary, but it is, I mean, what you're going to discover here is simply amazing. This love, this connection, this success, right? This is an amazing discovery. Through that tower moment, you're realizing love. Well, we could be talking romance here now. Let's not exclude that possibility. Yeah, because in this world, anything and everything is possible. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around for that, there is a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Pisces Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.